Hey y'all, good good afternoon, everybody. Yes, it's me, and welcome to the Saturday afternoon special. Just waiting for some people to come in, and we will get started. Um, Hope everybody's Saturday is going good. Mine seems to be going pretty good so far. I'm very hungry. I don't know why, but Joseph told me that this would happen. He's like, Mel, you are going to be starving. And I am. I'm starving, y'all. I am so hungry right now. Like, I can eat like a steak with some grits. I can really like throw down on some food right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm so hungry. Um, as a matter of fact, I'm looking forward to getting out of here. When I do get out of here, hey, Bush baby, what's going on, Bush baby? Um, yes, I'm so looking forward to finishing my treatment because I'm like, okay, what am I gonna have? What am I going to eat? I'm so in the mood for some potatoes. I want some potatoes. I want me a nice piece of steak and some grits and some eggs. That's what I really, really got to taste for. Some grits. And I hope when Joseph come pick me up, we got to stop at the grocery store because I got to give me some grits, honey. We got no grits in the house, and I'm about to lose my whole entire mind. Hey, everybody. Hey, what's going on with Kay and Betty? Hey, what's going on, Erica? Yes, I am just like so ready to eat. You know what I'm saying? I'm just thinking about all this food that I could sit down, y'all, and just eat a whole plate of food. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not my appetite, like, excuse me, um, my appetite comes and goes. It really does. It comes and goes because sometimes when I get hungry, I can eat like a big meal, and then sometimes when I get hungry, I just feel like eating like, a little snack. Like last night, Joseph made the most amazing hamburgers, right? And I was all set up. I was ready to eat, child. And then I got a phone call. My sister called me on the phone. She was calling to make sure I was okay. And she was calling, because I had sent her a message telling her I was at the hospital and stuff like that. And I was on the phone with her for about an hour. And, as I was on the phone with her, I wasn't eating when I was on the phone with her. So when I got off the phone, I just wasn't hungry no more. So that's what I mean when I said my appetite comes and goes. But today, honey, I can eat like, oh my God, I feel like a pig. I feel like I just want to eat. I'm just ready to eat, honey, whatever. But anyway, thank y'all for joining me for Saturday afternoon special. Let's see. Yes, yes, thank you so much, Betty. Yes, y'all please support the channel. Support the channel as much as you can. We have some new projects that we're trying to put into play. So we do need your financial support. Support the channel if you can. Even if you can't support us financially, just know that your being here supports us. Make sure you hit that like button as you come in, please. And if you're not a subscriber, subscribe to our channel. Consider subscribing to our channel. I promise you will not be sorry. Um, okay. Well, y'all, again, welcome to the Saturday afternoon special. I wanted to come on and, you know, talk to you guys, have a conversation, whatever, because I just started dialysis. This is my new journey. I just started, doing dialysis. This is my third dialysis treatment. Um, Usually, when you do hemodialysis, they have you on for a period of 4 hours. So I'm gonna be here for the. Well, I have been on here since 12. So I'll probably be here until about 4 o'clock. Well, I was here before 12, so maybe I'll hit you like 3:30 or something like that. Um, and sometimes the machine gets done. It really varies depending on how you know when the machine gets done dialysizing your blood. But I still got a couple of hours to be here. Um, and like I said, this is my new journey. Uh, I knew that this was something that was going to happen back uh, in early March. I had gone to the hospital, and when I went to the hospital, and they did some blood work on me, they were like, "Mr. McRae, you are going to have to do dialysis." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And see, it wasn't a surprise for me because I knew my kidney failure would eventually take me to this place. It was just a matter of when. Um, so when we were up in New Jersey, I had the procedure done for them to administer dialysis, which I will show you in a minute. Um, what they do is they prepare you to have dialysis. What they do is they take a main artery in your arm and they take a vein and they tie them together, right? And they close you up. It's not a it's not a big
Let's try your blood pressure again. Can you keep your arm still?
Okay, yes.
That is what? 203 over 110.
Oh wow. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna leave it straight now.
Yes, sir.
Okay. um, but anyway, uh, it's not a major procedure to have done. They call it what they call is a fistula. What they put in your arm, where they tie the artery and the vein together. It's not a big procedure. They just do it and then they close you up, and there's no scarring or anything like that. However, um, it's very visible. You can see the actual artery and the vein. You can see it. So that's the only thing. It's very visible. If you were to ever meet my cousin Joseph, Joseph's his is like it looks like kind of like it's kind of like you got like a tube in your arm, inserted in your arm, but you really don't. It's your actual um, artery. Uh, it can appear to some people as if it hurts or is painful or something like that, but it's really not. Did you get a good reading that time?
Very.
Good. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, but it always runs like that.
Oh,
And I did,
high?
yeah, and I didn't take my medications this
It's good.
morning.
For dialysis, it's good.
Okay, okay.
Okay? Because that will help us do as much as we can.
Right, right.
But if it's low, it
Mhm.
doesn't help us.
Right, right. Okay.
Okay?
Okay. Yes, I'm sorry. Yeah. But yeah, some people take it as if it's like it's painful or something like that, but it really is not. Like mine, you should see mine. Mine kind of looks like if you've ever seen like Harry Potter. Um, if you've ever seen Harry Potter, and you know that tattoo that all the Lord Voldemort followers have, it looks like mine looks like a little snake. Um, and you won't be able to see it here because I'm all hooked up to the machine. But let me show y'all. I'm gonna pull back, and here is where they're administering my dialysis right here. Y'all see that? That's where they're administering my dialysis. They have two needles in my arm. There's one needle that pulls the blood, and then there's another needle in there that puts it back. The needles are they're like about a 17 gauge needle. Yeah, it's about a 17 gauge needle. Very small. They're very small, and believe it or not, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't. When they put the needles in my arm, I hardly even felt it. I really did. I didn't feel it at all. Um, but of course, it takes somebody with experience to do that. Most people, you probably say somebody who is a phlebotomist or something like that. They can stick you with a needle and you don't feel it. These nurses in here, they're not nurses, they're techs. They really are good at what they do. I can't tell you guys where I'm at because of privacy laws and stuff like that. I really can't tell you. And if there was somebody else next to me, I wouldn't be able to do this video with you because that would be an invasion of their privacy. So that's why I call it the Saturday Afternoon Special because I'm here and I'm able to speak to you. While I'm getting my dialysis done under normal circumstances, I wouldn't be able to do this. So, yes. Oh boy. But if anybody has any questions they want me to answer about what's going on, I'll be more than happy to do that. Excuse me, guys. I got a call. Yeah. Um. Yes. It's very clean in here. It's very clean. Um. Well, based on what Joseph told me, he said it's cold, but it's not cold today. I guess because of how I'm dressed. I have a sweater on. I have a body shirt. And I'm not cold. I'm just not cold. But I could, most the majority of the people in here right now, they are covered under, you know, a blanket or a throw or something like that, which I would probably get, because I know there are going to be days where, I may be cold. Yes. Hold on. I'm going back in the comments to see if anybody is. Um, Thank you so much, Played by C. You guys, and please excuse me. Joseph is the one that's good at doing the roll call and saying hello to everybody. I have a tendency to not even look at the comment section, so that's why you guys don't hear me like saying your names and stuff like that. But I will do my best. I will do my best. I see Betty here and Erica and Takia um, and Kay. Thank you. And thank you again all for joining me. And yes, share this. Share this. I want you guys, and this is the reason why I want you to share this video. Okay. Um, whenever I was told and I discovered that I was going to be on dialysis, I said to myself, what does that mean? Right? I was like, what does it mean? You know, um, because I've heard so many negative things about dialysis. Oh, when you tell people you're on dialysis, they go, oh my God, my prayers go out to you. Oh, oh, I'm sorry, you know, and people kind of have a tendency to be empathetic to you when they discover that you are on dialysis or when you tell them that you're on dialysis. Well, I want to change that. I do. I want to change that. Um, I want to be um, the person that is an example of, um, I don't know, maybe, yeah, I want to be the person that is an example in a positive sense when it comes to um, being a person that gets administered dialysis. Um, And as much as people look at it in a negative way, You can also look at it in a positive way, and here's why. Um, this machine that is, cleaning my blood and putting it back in, is a blessing because if there were no machine like this, people that have kidney failure would be in a lot of trouble. It would be your lifespan wouldn't be that long. You probably, you know, you probably get diagnosed with kidney disease one day, and they tell you have a month to live or something like that, because kidney failure can be rapid. It can happen fast. You know what I'm saying? And the effects of kidney failure to a person that is not um, uh, getting dialysis can really, really, oh God, it can make your life a nightmare. A nightmare. I know because I experienced it just a few days ago. Whenever my kidneys were like, oh no, I'm not working for you anymore. You need dialysis. I'm telling you guys, that was the worst feeling ever. When my body said to me, Jamel, you need dialysis, I was throwing up all over the place. My body had swelled up. I had fluid on my body. I looked like I was about maybe 50 to 100 pounds heavier than I actually was because there was so much, fluid on my body, my fingers, my hands, my legs, my arms, everything just got big, you know. Um, Even my genitals grew like really, 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 really big. I was like, Joseph, I said, my genital area is like big. It done grew. It looks like, I'm like, what is going on? He was like, Shamel. He was like, that has to do with with your dialysis. And I was like, oh, come on, get out of here. And we went to the hospital, and I got my dialysis treatment. Everything's back down to normal size because I got the dialysis. So that's one reason why I want people to look at it as a positive. The positive side, one of the positives is that this machine exists. This machine exists and it allows a person like me who has kidney disease to be able to get his blood clean. Um, you can't imagine when you have see because your kidneys do this. Your kidneys do this. Your kidneys actually, protect you from having all these toxins in your body, and it cleans your blood. But if your kidneys are not functioning, your kidneys are not going to do it. They're either not going to do it well, or they're not going to do it. So that's one of the upsides to dialysis, that this machine exists. Um, another positive side to it is that me as a person that is able to be dialyzed and get my blood clean, my lifespan, um, my lifespan uh, um, has increased. I will be able to live a normal, healthy life, um, just like anybody else. Meaning, I will have the same chances, the same opportunities that you guys have. I will have the same opportunities. So that's another positive thing about dialysis. Number three is it's not a death sentence, guys. It's not a death sentence at all. It's not something that if your doctor said to you, okay, well you have kidney disease, you have to go on dialysis. It doesn't mean that your life is over with just because you come here and you get your blood clean. Your life is not over with. This is just a moment of time in your life. The dialysis takes you as an individual with kidney disease and are in need of having your blood cleaned to dedicate your time. You dedicate your time to sitting in a chair for 4 hours every other day and getting your blood cleaned. 4 hours. There's 24 hours in a day. And you for 3 days out of the week, you dedicate yourself to getting your blood cleaned for 4 hours. So that means that I will be here for 4 hours every other day. That's nothing. Sometimes some of us are in traffic for 4 hours. Some of us work 4 hours before we go on lunch break. Some of us work 4 hours before we go on a 15-minute break. So what's 4 hours out of your day? It's nothing. Okay. Um, when I discovered that I was going to have to do dialysis, I said I wanted to be a beacon. I wanted to be the example for that person that is about to experience the same thing that I'm experiencing. Meaning, you know, I want to be a positive example for those that say, okay, well, I'm about to go on dialysis. I'm afraid. I'm here to tell you, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Do not be afraid. You know, um, you know, we as people, and especially as black people, um, we base what we do in our lives a lot on word of mouth, meaning that if, you know, somebody says to us, I got a Chrysler 300, and the person next door, they had one, and they say to you, girl, don't get that car, don't get that car, because I had that car and it gave me A, B, C, D, E, F, G problems. So then you have put a bad taste in somebody's mouth for this car. We go by word of mouth, especially black people. We go by word of mouth. I heard this, I heard that. That was the big issue with, the COVID vaccine. A lot of people are like, well, I'm not taking it because I heard that this person died and 10 people died from taking it and so on and so forth. Don't go by word of mouth. Everybody's experience is different. Everybody has a different experience. And then listen, um, you have to base the decisions that you make in life on your individual choice, not someone else's. Not someone else's. Pardon me for a second, guys. You know what? I just want to stop, pause for a minute, because I really got to thank my mods and my supporters. Thank you so much. You guys, you just really, really go above and beyond for the McCray King. And that's one of the things I really appreciate. I really want you to know that I appreciate. I know that Joseph doesn't talk about it a lot, but I really do appreciate the support. I appreciate the financial support. I appreciate the moral support. I appreciate all of the beautiful comments that you guys leave me whenever you come into my channel, on our channel. Um, And to my mods, to the people the moderators, thank you so much. You just go so above and beyond. You just don't know what that means to Joseph and I. It means a lot. Um, so, with that being said, I'm gonna go on. Yes. So, like I said, you can't when it comes to things like this, don't go by word of mouth because your experience is going to be different than somebody else's experience. And that's one of the things that I really am glad that I did. Now, my husband, Joseph, of course, you guys know, he has end stage renal kidney failure just like me. Okay. And when I discovered that I was going to be on dialysis, the blessing was that I just so happened to have a husband that has been doing dialysis for 7 years. That was the blessing for me because any questions, anything that I needed to know about dialysis, my husband was gonna make sure I knew. He was gonna make sure I knew the ins and outs. He was gonna make sure I knew what the pros and cons were. He wanted to make sure I knew everything, and that's exactly what I did. I came into this dialysis situation knowing what was in store for me, and that's something that a lot of people don't get. You know, some people when they go to the doctor told me I'm gonna have to be on dialysis. They'd be like, "Oh my God, what am I gonna do? What's it gonna be like? What is it?" You know, um, I'm blessed. I'm blessed to have Joseph in my life. And see, I'm gonna tell y'all, this is how this is the power. This is the power of God. Because who would who should be so blessed to have somebody in their life that um, is a dialysis patient, and then they become one, and um, they become a dialysis patient, and they are able to share what they know about their experience with you. That's the blessing, y'all. That's the blessing. Okay. Um, Another positive about dialysis. Uh, it's really not it's not bad like you guys think it is. Now, let me just say this: if you're a person that doesn't like needles or afraid of needles, then you may want to. There are other options. I'm just a person. Listen, I got diagnosed with diabetes back in 2009. I have been giving myself insulin shots for over 15 years, so needles really don't bother me. Okay, needles don't bother me. You know, when they put an IV in my arm, that doesn't bother me. It's not a scary thing for me. It's not something that it's not something that I'm afraid of. But if you're a person that's afraid of needles or does not like needles, you may want to consider some different alternatives. There are other alternatives that you can take besides doing this type of dialysis treatment. Because, like I said, this is hemodialysis, and the reason why they call it hemo is because they use these needles. Now, I'm gonna do a little closer. Y'all see that? There's a needle. You see those two swabs of gauze? There's a needle in each of those. Okay, the needle, like I said, it's a 17 gauge needle. It's about it's about that long, right? Very, 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 very thin needle. And they just take it and they stick it in a vein, and that's it. So it's a very small needle. It's not like it's like a huge needle that they're just taking and just shoving in your arm, because that's what people would have you think. But it is it is a very, very small needle. Not uncomfortable at all. Like I'm sitting here now, I'm not uncomfortable at all. My arm doesn't hurt. My arm feels fine. Um, they have a they have like a blood pressure cuff on this arm because what they do is I think this one checks your blood pressure every 30 minutes. Um, that's why y'all heard the nurse come over here was like, could you please straighten out your arm? Um, let me see. Yeah, it's don't be afraid. Just don't be afraid. It's not what you guys think. It really is not what a lot of people think. A lot of people can misunderstand what the dialysis procedure is. It just really is not anything to be afraid of. It's nothing major. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they have to lay you down and put you to sleep and numb your arm. And it's not. It's very very simple. But like I said, if you are a person that does not like needles, or you're afraid of needles, you may want to consider something other than doing hemodialysis, because the procedure does require you to have needles put into your arm. And like I said, and it requires your arm to be um, in a they prepare your arm. Like I said, there's a procedure that I had to have done in order to get my dialysis administered. It's called getting a fistula. It's a main artery and a vein that they tie together in order for you to be administered dialysis. So it's not like they just take these needles and stick them in just any part of your body. It doesn't work like that. It does not work like that. Like I said, I am so comfortable. I'm sitting here and I'm talking to you guys. There's a television in front of me. I have my headphones. I can listen to music. I can do just about anything. I even I have my tea right here. Um, I can read a book. The only thing I can't do is get up for 4 hours. It's nothing. It's no big deal. I'm telling you guys, it's no big deal at all. It is a very very simple procedure. Um, and like I said, the only thing is you have to dedicate your time to sitting still before not even sitting still, just sitting in a chair for 4 hours while your blood gets clean. So that's what I wanted to be. I wanted to be a beacon. I wanted to be the person that said, okay, if you're someone out there, everybody out there that has to get dialysis, you've been told that you have to get dialysis, um, and you have to go to dialysis 4 hours a day, every other day. I'm here to tell you that it's okay. Don't be afraid. This is not what you've heard. This is not what you think. Um, be strong. I am. I'm strong. This is me. This is my strength. This is me showing you guys my strength. And it doesn't. I really don't have to do a lot in order to show you my strength. I'm sitting here, like I said, with two needles in my arm. One is taking the blood out of my body, and the other one is putting the blood back in my body. It's cleaning my blood. Very very simple procedure. Um, it's no big deal. Yes, it is 4 hours out of my life every other day, but hey, like I said, the minimal things that we do in a 4 hour period are nothing. Uh, or just about the same thing, you know. Like I said, you go on lunch, you work 4 hours before you go to lunch, before you go to lunch break. You work 4 hours before you take a 15-minute break. Okay? Some of us are in traffic for 4 hours or more. Some of us go to a baseball game or a football game or a basketball game for 4 hours or more and we sit. So there's really no difference. There really isn't. There's no difference in what we do um, versus what an average person does in what we do. Dialysis is basically what I'm saying is it's not bad. It's just not. I don't see if someone were to ask me what is the negative part of it, I tell them, well, I haven't experienced that, and based on what I'm doing right now, if this is the way the procedure is going to go, every time I come, I have absolutely nothing negative to say about it. Now, if you have underlying conditions, other underlying conditions that may exacerbate as a result of you getting dialysis, that's totally different. This is totally different. Like I have diabetes. Um, so far, uh, this procedure has not affected me, my diabetes in any type of way. And Joseph told me, he was like, you're gonna be tired. He said you're gonna be tired, when you're done. There may be days when you're tired. But I think your personal health issues that you may or may not have once you finish your dialysis has a lot to do with how you feel. If you got up in the morning and had breakfast, if you got up in the morning and had your coffee, or if you just got up in the morning and you're just feeling crappy, you're gonna feel bad when you do this dialysis. But I mean, it's really, and that can happen with anything, any underlying condition that you have. But aside from me having kidney disease, I do have diabetes, uh, and some other underlying conditions like neuropathy and some other things. But it has not affected any of my other illnesses in any type of way. It hasn't. It just hasn't. Um, if anybody has any questions, please feel free to ask me. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I don't mind answering any questions about, what I'm weathering through, what I'm enduring. I have no problem whatsoever doing that for you guys. Yeah, yeah, I don't have no problem. Right, answering anything um, for you guys. And again, thank you to the mods for doing what you do. Yes, please like, subscribe, share, and support us. Yes, we do. We need all that from you. Like, subscribe, share, and support. Like, subscribe, share, and support. I'm afraid Kingz. But yeah, this is my new journey. This is my new journey. I wanted to come on because I wanted you guys to see that I have no fear, and it's not necessary for you guys to worry. You're not getting a good reading, or
It's just a little high, but it's
okay,
expected. Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes. But anyway, I wanted to I wanted to ease a lot of people out there's minds. I recall the other night when we were in when we were uh, live, someone was saying something about their mom going on dialysis, and everybody's like, "Oh, my heart goes out to the person." Let me tell you something. This procedure is one of the easiest procedures I ever experienced in my whole entire life so far. Um, Now, like I said, I am basing my information that I'm giving you on what I'm experiencing now. Okay. Uh, so I just want you guys to understand that there's no need to have any fear. If you're a person that goes to your doctor says, well, you have to have dialysis, don't worry. Don't worry, and don't be afraid. Trust me when I tell you, it is the easiest thing. It is. Um, I'm okay. I'm not having any problems. Uh, they have a great staff here. The aides or techs and nurses, they take really good care of you. They make sure that everything is okay. They monitor, what's going on with you and stuff like that. It's really not a bad experience at all. Okay, um, and that's it. That's it. Well, guys, that's all I had to say today. Um, I thank you again for joining me for this Saturday afternoon special about my dialysis and my dialysis treatment. Again, please, if you have any questions or any comments, by all means, you can put it in the comment section. Or after this video, if you want to send me an email, you can email me at tremelmccray@yahoo.com, or you can email me at themccraykings at gmail.com. Don't forget that's Kingz with a Z, Kingz. And make sure you're following us. Please make sure you're following us on all social media platforms. Um, and you guys know what those are. Also, I'm going to be doing a series of videos about my dialysis, about my diabetes journey, what I experienced with that, and other things on a health uh, level. Um, so stay tuned. Stay tuned. Maybe perhaps I may be doing a show about something health wise that, you know, you may be experiencing or going through. Who knows? Um, but that's it for today. Okay. Uh, Tune in this evening for Pillow Talk. Excuse me. Tune in this evening at 10:30 p.m. for Pillow Talk with Josephine Lee. And we go on every night at 10:30 for Pillow Talk from 10:30 to 12 p.m. 12 a.m. So make sure you mark that on your calendars. The McCray Kingz Pillow Talk 10:30. Okay. And thank you so much for enjoying the Pillow Talk show as well. Also, stay tuned. McCray Kingz will be back with Coffee with the Kings in the new year. So get yourself prepared for that. Like going over to our McCray Kingz boutique and getting your coffee mug. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start doing an offer here where I'm selling the coffee mugs right here on our channel. So um, I want to try to make it easier for you guys to get yourself a coffee mug so that you can join us for Coffee with the Kings and have your coffee and chit chat with us, okay? So stay tuned for that. Uh, and that's it, guys. That's it from me today, all right? I am out of here. Thank you again for joining me. Shout out to everybody. Much love to everybody. Shout out to Phi Bay and Babe Nation and the Lips and the Legion. Shout out to T.S. Madison. Shout out to Armand Wiggins. Shout out to Funky Dineva. Shout out to all you great and beautiful content creators, monitors, views, and news. Um, just everyone that supports us, and even those that we don't know support us. Shout out to you too. Shout out to you, you day one subscribers, you new subscribers, and shout out to the ones that may potentially decide to subscribe to our channel. Again, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button as you go out if you like the video. And again, leave your comments, please. Please, I welcome your comments, regardless whether they're positive or negative. Leave your comments. You can send me an email again at thegreatkings@gmail.com. And that's really it. Know that me, His Majesty, I love you very, very much. And there's nothing that you can do about that. Have a great Saturday, guys. I'm out of here. Always remember to walk in love, peace, sunshine, happiness, and all those great, beautiful things. And to the people that are going to watch the replay, know this, that I love you, I care about you, and thank you for your support. Always remember how we end our videos. It's Team McRae all damn day. Talk to you soon. Love you guys. Bye bye.